Hey guys, welcome to your Vinyasa practice. And today we're going to be focusing on Ajna, our third eye, which is just positioned between the eyebrows and up a little in the middle of the forehead. And it's said that when we tap into our third eye, we're able to tap into our imagination and our intuition. And when there's a little bit of a block here, it can be because we might be thinking more from our ego rather than our inner wisdom. And so I'd like us to work with a mantra in today's practice. I trust my inner wisdom. I trust my inner wisdom. May we be guided from that place, the true knowing. That's already within. The knowing is the feeling. Let's begin in a child's pose. Taking your forehead onto the ground, or your forehead onto a block, your forearms. Or you're beginning just to soften into the face, soften into the shoulders. And then just gently begin to roll your forehead on the ground a few times. Getting a little third eye massage. And then arriving in stillness, relaxing into this shape. Take a deep breath in. Release. And so often than not, we have this idea, and then instead of trusting this idea of this inner knowing, this inner wisdom, we feel we need to ask somebody else, hey, what do you think of this idea? Or hey, what would it look like if I did this? We love to be reassured and have this external validation or this permission. Could you trust that the inner knowledge, the wisdom is already there, the permission for you to tap into? And it was Steven Spielberg who said, when your intuition speaks, it whispers. So taking a few moments to check in with what you do hear, what you do sense, and what you know. Three deep breaths. At any time in this practice, you want to practice with your eyes closed and trust that inner gaze, you could. We're going to start to roll up nice and slow into Vajrasana, sitting your bum back onto your feet. Stacking your skull over your pelvis. And taking your arms to the sky, taking a nice big stretch. And bringing your hands to connect, bringing your thumbs down to third eye. Down to heart. Up to the sky, Prana Mudra, big circle, inhale. Palms touch, thumbs to third eye. Past lips to your heart. 2 more times with the breath. Meeting the hands at heart, interlock the hands, begin to create some waves. And then take your waves the other direction. Stretch your right arm out in front of you. Grab the right fingers with the left fingers and pull the fingers into the forearm and push the wrist a little further forward. Then just flip the hand so the palm faces up. Again, just gently pulling in both directions. And then we switch, left fingers. Flip the palm, left fingers into the forearm. And as you let that go, take your hands all the way back behind you, belly to spine, interlock the fingers, pull the knuckles back, lift your heart to the sky, keep your belly toned, stay here, or take the knuckles to the floor behind you, lifting the chest a little higher, option to look up, and the armpits squeeze in by your sides. And then beginning to curl your chin back and toward your chest, take the arms up to the sky, come up onto the knees, rise up, then bring your hands into heart space. Hands to the sky, prana mudra, inhale. Take your hands to the ground, tabletop, exhale. Drop the belly, lift the gaze, take a deep breath in. Then curl the toes under, downward facing dog, hips to the sky. Take a few moments to land in your down dog. If you'd like to take it for a walk, moving and stretching in a way that feels intuitive, organic. And the feeling is the knowing. And let's slowly take our right heel up and back. And bring the knee in toward the third eye. See if you can bring your forehead and knee to meet. Look forward, step your right foot through. Drop your back knee onto the ground. Stretch your arms up to the sky, Anjaneyasana. Grounding into the right heel, turning the left hip forward. Bring your palms to touch, bring your forearms to touch. Tilt your head up and then bring your thumbs down to third eye. And keep spinning the left hip forward, the right hip back, bending deep into the right knee. Holding 3. And the arms squeeze in. And then begin to move your bum back. As you do, tilt your chest forward, reach your arms to the back of the house, point your toes up to the sky, coming into half split. Hugging shoulder to shoulder like your shoulders are being magnetized toward one another. And I want you to feel your right thigh bone hug back into the right hip socket. Stretching the arms back a little further, take a breath. Stay here, exhale. Bend the front knee, take your arms forward and high to the sky, big breath in. And then release your hands, step your back foot forward and fold. Take your gaze forward, heart proud. Forward fold, nice and slow, bending the knees. Slowly round up to stand, bringing your arms with you to the sky. Take a nice big stretch, Urdhva Hastasana. Belly to spine, palms touch down into the heart space. Arms up to the sky, reach high. And then thumbs through the midline, take a forward fold, nice and slow. Take your gaze forward, inhale. Then step back with the right foot. Drop your right knee onto the ground, arms to the sky, Anjaneyasana. And strength down into the left heel, pressing down, pressing into the ball of the left foot, feeling the front of the thigh, talk back. Begin to bring the palms into touch, squeeze the forearms into touch, then bring the thumbs down to Ajna. I trust my inner wisdom, the knowing. Big breath here. Now let's go like a pendulum, the butt back, the chest forward, the arms begin to reach back as you lift the front toes, moving chest to big toe. And that balance really is in our pelvis, keeping the right hip plugging forward, the left hip dialing back. Arms are strong. Holding 3. And one more breath. Rebend the left knee, sweep your arms forward and up, take a deep breath in. And then release your hands all the way to the ground. Step your back foot forward, take a halfway lift as you arrive. Inhale. Forward fold, exhale. To the sky, rise up, big breath in. Hands to heart space. Arms to the sky, reach up. Hands through center, forward fold. Take a halfway lift, inhale. Let's step both feet back, left then right. High plank. We're going to hold our plank for 5 breaths, pulling the biceps forward, squeezing the legs in toward one another, the inner thighs to the sky. Dial the heart a little further forward, keeping your gaze at the front edge of your mat. It's like you're pushing your head into a wall gently, your heels into a wall behind you. Feel the pose come to life. 2. Inhale. Drop the knees to the ground, exhale. Point your toes, look forward, then slowly bend the elbows. 3, 2, still above the ground, ground 0. Take your hands behind you, resting onto your low back, forehead to the ground. With your forehead on the ground, begin to roll your inner thighs up to the sky, plug down into the toenails, press into your pubic bone, then lift your chest. Hugging the shoulders, the elbows back, keeping the glutes active, lift up the feet. Keep pulling the heart forward, try not to look up, keep your neck long. Big breath in, gently roll, release. Hands under the shoulders, engage your belly. Curl the toes and then press into your knees so your butt lifts off the ground. Press into the hands, table, press up. Down dog, press back. In down dog, take a deep breath in. Right leg to the sky, stretch. Step forward, exhale. Drop the back knee, arms to the sky, reach up. Hands to the ground, step forward, fold. Take a halfway lift. Empty, fold. Arms to the sky, reach up. Hands to heart, exhale. Arms to the sky, reach up. Take a forward fold, bending your knees. Heart forward on the inhale. Step back with the right foot, exhale. Come onto the finger pads, runner's lunge, chest forward, inhale. Flatten the palms, down dog, step back, exhale. Come onto the tippy toes, rise. Take your knees onto the ground, let go. Come into a kneeling position, arms up, reach up, look up. Then take your head toward your knees, arms to the back. Come onto the knees, reach up, big breath in. Straight into chaturanga, bend the elbows, exhale. Upward facing dog or baby cobra, lift up. Downward facing dog, hips to the sky. Left leg high, stretch. Left knee to Ajna, curl. Step the left foot forward, drop the right knee, arms up, stretch. Hands to the ground, forward fold, top of the mat. Take a halfway lift, chest proud. Forward fold, soft knees. Arms high, reach up, big breath. All the way down to prayer. Keeping the momentum, arms high. Forward fold. Halfway gaze forward. Step back with the left foot. Come onto the fingertips, runner's lunge, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Tippy toes, rise up. Drop the knees. Kneeling, reach up. Folding, exhale. Kneeling, reach up. Straight into chaturanga, exhale. Up dog or cobra, heart high. Down dog, hips to the sky. Right leg high, stretch. Step forward, exhale. Drop the back knee, arms up, big breath. Hands to the ground, step forward, fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold, exhale. Arms high, big breath. Hands to heart, exhale. Arms to the sky, reach up. Fold to the ground, bend your knees. Halfway, inhale. Right foot to the back, exhale. Runner's lunge, chest forward. Down dog, left leg back. Tippy toes, rise. Knees to the ground. Kneeling position, arms up. Sweep the arms back. Kneeling up. Chaturanga out. Up dog, heart high. Down dog, hips to the sky. Left leg stretch high. Step forward, straight away. Drop the back knee, arms up. Hands to the ground, step forward, fold. Halfway, inhale. Fold in, let go. Come on up, rise. Hands to heart. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half. Left foot to the back. Runner's lunge, gaze forward. Down dog, take it back. Tippy toes, belly to spine. Knees to earth. Rise on up, big breath in. Push the butt back, head down. Inhale, rise. Chaturanga, option to lift the knees. Upward facing dog. Drop the thighs down to the ground. Flex your feet. Bring your feet up toward your head, toes in toward the shin. Now pull the biceps forward, squeeze the glutes and belly. Look up. Child's pose, push back. Downward facing dog. Bringing the feet at hips width. Driving down into the palms. As you inhale, right leg slowly to the sky, toes point to the ground. Bring your knee to Ajna, third eye. Leg to the sky. Knee to third eye. Leg to the sky. Knee. Step through. Drop your back knee onto the ground, arms high, Anjani. Left arm under the right arm, cuddle. You can stay here in the spine, stacking the elbows. Otherwise, take your bind a little deeper into eagle. Either connecting the palms or connecting the backs of the hands. I want you to feel muscle to muscle, bone to bone. Curl your back toes underneath. Pull the left hip bone forward. We're going to lean forward really subtle, about 40 degrees, then lift the back knee. Keep lifting the back leg and rotating the left hip in toward your right inner knee. Now lean all your weight into that right foot. Go a little bit deeper into your fold for 3. Barely on the back foot. 2. You got this, guys. Arrowhead unravel. Squeezing in that left hip. We start to stretch our left arm all the way forward. Up to the sky, right hand to back leg, left arm to the sky. Soft bend in the back leg. Deep bend in your front knee. Then squeeze the butt to get the lift in the side body. Feel the power in your back foot. Notice wherever you gaze, it really changes the game. Whether you gaze up for a little bit of challenge, you gaze down for neutrality, or you close your eyes and trust the inner gaze. Reach your left hand all the way forward and eventually down onto the ground. Right arm to the sky, look up to the palm. Right hand all the way onto the ground. Right knee to right tricep. Right knee to the left tricep. Kick out your right foot, fallen triangle, lift up your left arm. And if you want to hover your right foot, you can. You can always modify here. Take a big breath in, and then start to roll your left hip to the ground, your left hand to the ground, right knee to the belly. Take a one-legged down dog, right leg back. Step your right foot behind your left foot, pretzel. Walk your hands to the back of the yoga mat, pretzel fold. And squeezing your legs here, take a halfway lift. And empty the breath, fold. Let's come up slow, squeezing the legs all the way into touch. Take your arms up to the sky, belly to the spine, left knee to the chest, hands to prayer. Squeeze your right butt cheek, feel the buoyancy, the lift. Then cross your left ankle over your right thigh, pull out the left knee. Let's sit down into our funky chair, keeping the left toes nice and active. Now guys, you could stay here. If you want to, you could take your left elbow onto your left foot for a twist, pressing sole of the foot into the elbow. Option to open up your arms. Holding 3. One more breath. I'm going to slowly rise back to our Karate Kid. Squeezing the right butt cheek, left knee to the chest, left toes active. Then cross your left leg over your right leg, forward fold, slow. Take a halfway lift. Step your feet into touch as you forward fold. Chair pose, Utkatasana. Hands to the mat, Bakasana, crow. Bring your knees up to your triceps, lean your chest, your gaze forward. Stay or pick up your toes. Now you can stay here or begin to tuck the chin in, coming onto the top of the head, squeezing the knees into your breast, coming into your tripod for 3. Just for 2. We all begin to slowly come back, toes to the ground, chair pose, Utkatasana. Forward fold, Uttanasana. Slowly, halfway peel open. Fold. Halfway lift. Let it go. Halfway lift. Downward facing dog. Let's reset together. Left heel to the sky. Left knee to Ajna. To the sky. Knee to third eye. To the sky. Knee all the way in, hold. See if you can bring your forehead and your knee to meet. Look forward, step all the way through. And drop your back knee. Let's take the arms high, Anjani. Regrounding, regrouping, refocusing. Addressing that inner wisdom, feel into the shape, feel into your body. Make your arms a little bit wider. We'll go right under left, either for that cuddle or for eagle. The squeeze all the way in. From here, guys, keep turning the right hip in. We're going to lean forward with our chest, about 40 degrees. Now zip up the belly, curl the back toes, and lift up your back knee. And then we lean in a little closer, so all of our weight is pretty much on our left side now. The left leg strong as it drives down into the floor. 3. 1 breath. Arrowhead pose. Shoulders hugging on the back. Right hip rolling forward. Reach your right arm to the front of the house. Slowly up to the sky. Left hand back. Right hand high. Exalt. Use your right butt cheek here. Squeeze to lift. Option to look up. You're bending into your front knee. The lower your gait, the more stability. And slowly reach your right arm forward and eventually onto the ground. Turning your left arm high for a twist. And your left hand to the ground. Left knee to left tricep. Leg to the sky. And to the right tricep. Full and triangle. Kick out. Reach the right arm to the sky. Nice big stretch. Option to hover your left foot. Drop the hips halfway. Roll the right hip down, right hand down. Take your left leg to the sky. And then step behind your right foot for pretzel. Walking the hands all the way back. Now squeeze shin to calf, calf to shin. Take a halfway lift, belly in. Fold. One vertebrae at a time, active recovery. Come up to stand. Reaching your arms up to the sky. Hands to prayer, right knee to the chest. Active toes. Cross your right heel over the left leg. Bring the knee out to the side. Sitting down into our funky. Bend the left knee. Press the left knee into the right ankle. This is a really nice place to be. And if you do want to challenge yourself a little bit here, you begin to bring the right elbow onto the right foot. Press, press. And then open up your arms. If you want to make it more challenging, try talking. For 3. Ooh, that right glute. Keep the foot strong. 2. Trusting this process. Now keep your belly strong. You're going to bring our hands through center up to the sky. Karate Kid, squeeze the belly, squeeze up from the right butt cheek. Cross the right foot over the left foot. We take our fold, all the way down. And take a halfway lift. Step your feet into touch, fold. Chair pose, Utkatasana. Hands to the ground, forward fold. This time, halfway lift. Walking forward, high plank. Take your chest forward on the inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Onto the tippy toes. Knees to the ground. Take a kneeling position, arms to the sky, reach up. Sweep your arms back. Rising up, inhale. Sweeping back. One more time, rise. Sweep back. Child's pose. Close your eyes. I like to think of yoga as being a physical form of journaling. It's like all this stuff that can come up when you put pen to paper. But what comes up when you put body to mat, breath to body? What is intuitively, organically there? And we trust our inner wisdom, our inner guidance, our imagination. Take a nice big breath in through the nose. Release it here. And begin to make your way down onto your back. As you lie down, notice your heart beating. Feel the activity under the skin, the vibration of blood pumping, cells communicating, gastric juices, breath in, breath out, the lungs expanding. There is this constant beat of our body. It's unique, it's rhythmic. And it can be inspiring. Movement is such a conduit for creativity, and to tap into our inner wisdom. And even in stillness, there is this movement. When our intuition speaks, it whispers. Breathe in through the nose. Breathe out through your mouth. Stay lying on your back for as long as you like, taking any shapes that arise intuitively to you. Namaste.